and you change the armband, first you kill Maguire, but on top of it you kill what could happen at some point, maybe a chemistry between Varane and Maguire, the thing that you are looking for. You're gonna create a rivalry, another one, in the dressing room. Maybe you're gonna divide the dressing room, which is already a problem, and you won't do this for the best. I want to talk about the penalty. He left
Maguire. Frank, he left Maguire out a few weeks ago. He was on the bench. He's already killed him enough. Maguire knows he doesn't fancy him. Maguire knows he's on borrowed time, particularly if that man has any say in the matter if he moves upstairs. So I think there's a bigger picture than that. I just don't think Harry... And a few weeks ago, I was ready to give him a second chance. We talked about players they might keep, and I thought, maybe he's worth persevering. No, it's just not, it's not happening.
And Frank, you thought he should have been sent off?
Yes, for me, yes, because we don't know what De Gea is going to do. If De Gea was going to get on the ball, that we don't know, and we'll never know. But what we know is that Maguire intentionally stopped the action of the striker, and is the last defender. So for me, it's a straight red card.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We think we've been over this road before. I think if there's if he's denying he's denying a clear goal scoring opportunity. If it's not violent conduct, which it wasn't, it was cynical. It's then denying a clear goal scoring opportunity. And when they looked at it on VAR and they rolled it back, there must have been a doubt that the Burnley player was going to get there ahead of David De Gea. That can be the only thing. Otherwise, they would have instructed the referee to go to the monitor and say, look, we don't think the goalkeeper was going to get there. So they must have looked at that.
So Cristiano Ronaldo not in the starting 11, as we mentioned. Rangnick was obviously asked about that.
I bet he's loving his time
ahead of the game. This is what he had to say about the decision to drop Ronaldo and start Cavani ahead. We played Burnley a couple of weeks ago and seen quite a few games here at Turf Moor. We knew in the early stages it will require a lot of running, chasing balls, a lot of fighting for second balls. So I decided to start with Cavani because this kind of profile suits him. Mark, what are they going to do with Ronaldo?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think Rangnick's right. I think we take the superstar Ronaldo out of the equation, and he's not played well enough to command a place in the team. I thought he was really poor against Middlesbrough. He couldn't get away from his defenders. He's got, I think, the only teams he's scored against in recent weeks are Norwich and Burnley, so that says it all, and one of those was a penalty. So Ronaldo's not performing, but he didn't sign up for Man United to spend a wet Tuesday night in February on the bench at Burnley. He just didn't. He wanted to be playing and scoring goals in those games. So they've got a lot of problems in the summer, as we know. They've got so many issues to address. Cavani's out of contract, will probably leave. Pogba's out of contract, will probably leave. They've got defenders they need to replace. They've got midfielders they need to replace. They're going to have a big decision about Ronaldo because he's got a year left on his contract. He's not going to want to stay and be a bit part player, which is probably what he is now. He's probably a 20-minute player at the end of games in terms of what he can do in the Premier League. But he's not going to stay for that. Now, the problem United have got is that he was signed up to really big contracts in the summer, probably about £500,000 a week once you count everything that's involved. Who's going to pay that? Last season when he left Juventus, there were only two takers, Man City and Man United, in the running. City won't want him again. United, they could pay the wages, but where's he going to go? He can't go to the MLS because the money is just too big for MLS. So what's he going to do? Is he going to go to the Middle East, Qatar or Saudi Arabia? What an end to his career that'll be, especially if they miss out on the World Cup. So massive summer for Ronaldo. And I wouldn't bet on him being at United next season because it doesn't fit. And if a new manager comes in, or when a new manager comes in, it's probably going to be in his favour for this situation to be addressed before he comes, because if it's Pochettino or somebody like that, he's not going to want Ronaldo. He's going to want somebody who can work hard, and Ronaldo has worked hard by this season. He has put it in, and I think he's shamed some of his younger teammates. But he's 37. I don't think he has the legs anymore to play as often as he wants to play.
Don, do you agree that he's a 20-minute player?
I think the problem is, Dan, I think you could probably say there's quite a few of them. I think Jesse Lingard's the same. Martial was exactly the same before he left. I'm reading on social media, and I think they're right in Marcus Rashford. He seems as though he might be best as an impact player as well. And just going back to the point I made before about the club and the team being soft, and then Frank brings up you can't take the armband off Harry Maguire because it'll kill him. Dear me, is that where we've come from, where you can't take an armband off someone because it might hurt someone's pride? I mean, you've got to do what's best for the team or what's best for the club. If stripping Harry Maguire might kill him and dent his confidence, it might not. It might throw him the other way. Wearing that armband for a club like Man United might weigh quite heavy when you're not playing well. and it might be a burden. But that's part of the problem when I said they're soft.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.